I'm just very proud of our team. I'm proud of our ladies. I mean, just came out really, really, really focused and defensively focused. I mean, Houston is one of the top offensive teams in the country. We knew that coming in. We knew that when we played them twice and how we had to guard them. So I'm very proud that our team came in super focused and held a team like that to only 39 points. I mean, that's all about defense. And then offensively, I think our team was really locked in. We talked about them doing their jobs, and a lot of them did their job. Asia Todd hit 2 threes. That's what she does. At Lish, they weren't going to let her shoot threes. So we told her to go to the basket and get some layups. I mean, Diamond hit some threes and she never hit some three. Moss, who went to work on the low block. So we told them to do their jobs. And actually, when it's March Madness, you got to do it really well at this time. And so I felt like Moss and Diamond and Tay really, and Brittany also really got them focused and ready to go for this game. Because we remember what happened last year when we played in this game and we lost it. So I don't think our upperclassmen and our captains really wanted that to happen again.
Okay, we'll open up to questions for Coach, please. Feel free to just fire away with your questions.
Coach, congratulations on a very impressive win tonight.
Thanks, Steve.
Out of everything you saw on the floor tonight, what were you most pleased with?
I mean, I think they're focused. I really was. I mean, you can get in these situations, unfocused and, worry about tired legs or, I can't do it or things like that. I mean, their focus was really good. And I'm going to attribute that to Moss and Diamond, really, to be honest. And we talked to the Moss and Diamond and said, you have to lead this team and you got to get them focused. And that starts with you guys being focused. And I thought really those two and Tay defensively really got everybody focused. And that really helped Lish get focused, right? And I just think we did that and that we were going to have to play defense to win this game.
Coach, you guys had 7 more turnovers than Houston this game, but you guys obviously won by a big margin. What were some of the things that you did to sort of make up for those turnovers?
Play defense. I'm going to say it 100 times. So if we turn the ball over, then we had talked about that. If you turn the ball over, then you don't worry about that turnover. You get back and you get stops on defense. And pretty much that's what we did.
Offensively, was that the first half? I mean, that was high quality shots. You got Kaba inside, mix inside, outside. Was that the best execution you felt offensively, especially after yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, they started undersized, and Moss is, so we were trying to do sets to go to Moss because we knew they were undersized, and Moss has been a beast on the low block. I mean, she's been that way for the last 5-6 games, and so we were trying to make sure that, we got the ball. They weren't doubling her. So that was kind of nice for her that, the last game they were doubling her really hard and fast, which was different than this game. And so, we were just trying to run some plays and sets and misdirection plays to get to Moss the ball. And she was very patient with her moves. And she finished well.
Other questions?
Coach, can you talk a little bit about Lish's play tonight? Her shots weren't necessarily falling, but I think she ended up with 7 rebounds. And I saw her one time go up surrounded by players that were bigger than her getting the rebound. She just looked so comfortable on the floor.
Yeah, we just laughed about that because I said that in the locker room that she had 7 rebounds and she was like, I'm a beast, because that's the post players' jobs. And that's a tough job. But we also said that they're going to shoot threes. And so they're going to be long rebounds and you guys are going to be able to clean up and get some, defensive boards. And, she got 7 for us. So, she always says that I could get rebounds and we're just like, okay, Lish, don't go and, just get back, just do whatever you need to do or, but we knew the shots were going to be long and they kind of fell right in her spot.
Getting back to that championship game after not being there last year, do I get a sense if, based on how you talked and talking to the players, that's been the chip on their shoulder, the veterans especially, getting back to the championship where you've been knocking on the door?
Yep, absolutely. And they deserve it. They've worked really hard. This year's been a crazy year for everybody. And, I think in any sports level, when you get beat in a championship tournament play, I mean, everybody that you see and talk to, if they lost a game that they probably shouldn't have lost, I mean, we were up by 16 points. And we lost that game. So, I mean, you just don't forget those things. They remember how that hurt. And they, since I don't know if we would have gotten the NCAA tournament last year, we were hoping that we would, but you just can't leave it to other people to make those decisions. You have to do it yourself. So, I mean, we talked about that a lot. Let's really focus on one game at a time. That's all we were worried about. It's the next biggest game, and tonight was our next biggest game, and tomorrow's going to be our next biggest game. I mean, we're just going to keep taking it one game at a time.
So, Coach, these two teams face off again tomorrow night, third time in a little more than a week. They each know what to expect from the other.
Absolutely, absolutely, and and so it's going to be a fun game. I mean, I think both teams, really want to win a championship, and it's going to be hard fought. I think everybody's going to play really, really hard, and and it's going to be, it's going to be like, woo, this is it, So I think there's a lot of excitement. There's, they have upperclassmen, we have upperclassmen, so we just gotta come focused, and just like we did tonight, we came really focused defensively, and I think that's going to be one of the most important keys, because obviously they're a great offensive team too.
Coach, I asked you last night what you thought your team had to do a little bit better last night to compete tonight. What do you have to do a little bit better tomorrow night that you did not do tonight?
Definitely limit turnovers, because we can't have 23 turnovers, because they'll capitalize on those. And I think that we just got to do a really better job of not getting in foul trouble. We were fouling there in the third quarter a lot, and we got in some, quick foul trouble. I think Moss got a foul right away. We got to really make sure that we are smart about our fouls, and just let things go if that's the case. We need our upperclassmen in the game, for 40 minutes.
You're playing USF a third time in a week. It feels like a WNBA type of a schedule playing them. Plus, you're playing Houston, who plays a similar style. So does that help as far as the preparation, that you've pretty much seen this now 4 times really in a week?
Yeah. Eric, you're smart. We just said that. I mean, it's kind of the same. We're a completely different game plan for other people, right? Which I like that, because it's hard to prepare for us offensively, especially against our defense. And our defense is looking really good right now, and the players have really bought into that, and it starts, I'm always going to say it, and Diamond and Moss and Tay, that defense they are stifling in it, they're just so good in it. So they know their rules, they know what they're supposed to do, they know how to pressure, they just know so much with that defense. So it's going to be fun to meet up with them again, and Jose's great, and and it's a championship game, and so we got to bring a championship game.
Coach, yesterday you talked about the adjustment that it took having not practiced on that court. Did you see the team being more comfortable out there early on, especially?
Yes, but especially for shots falling. That was hard coming in the first day, and we never really shot in here, especially free throws. I don't know how we did on free throws today. Were we a little better on free throws? We were okay, a little better, but it's you get your first game jitters. Now they're kind of used to playing on the floor, and so our shots were falling a little bit better as we try to get out here a little sooner so they can get some shots up. So that was super important for us.
1 or 2 more for Coach? Hearing none, Coach, thanks for your time tonight.